On the heels of the August 16 bill signing ceremony at the White House, a new University of Michigan study finds that making the switch to all-electric mail delivery vehicles would lead to far greater reductions in greenhouse gas emissions than previously estimated by the USPS. In its analysis of the potential environmental impacts of the next-generation delivery vehicle program, the Postal Service underestimated the expected greenhouse gas emissions from gasoline-powered vehicles and overestimated the emissions tied to battery electric vehicles, according to research. Our paper highlights the fact that the USPS analysis is significantly flawed, which led them to dramatically underestimate the benefits of BEVs, which could have impacted their decision-making process, said Maxwell Woody, lead author of the new study, published online August 26 in the peer-reviewed. The NGDV program calls for the purchase of up to 165,000 new mail delivery trucks over the next decade. The Postal Service said in February that at least 10% of the new mail trucks would be electric. Though the Postal Service now says at least 40% of the new delivery vehicles will be electric, the flaws in the USPS environmental analysis remain and need to be addressed, said Woody, a research area specialist at the Center for Sustainable Systems, which is part of the School for Environment A. The new study takes a second look at the two delivery vehicle scenarios the Postal Service evaluated in its 340-page final environmental impact statement on the NGDV project, published January 7. That document compared the expected environmental impacts of a delivery fleet with 10% battery electric vehicles and 90% gasoline-powered trucks, called the ICEV scenario for internal combustion engine vehicles, to a fleet with 100% battery electric vehicles, called the BEV scenario. Researchers conducted a cradle-to-grave greenhouse gas emissions assessment, known as a life cycle assessment, or LCA, of the two scenarios and reached some vastly different conclusions than the Postal Service did. The team determined that lifetime greenhouse gas emissions under the ICEV scenario would be 15% higher than estimated by the Postal Service, while emissions tied to the BEV scenario would be at least 8% lower than estimated by the agency. An all-electric fleet would reduce lifetime greenhouse gas emissions by 14.7 to 21.4 million metric tons of carbon dioxide equivalents when compared to the ICEV scenario. In February, the agency announced it had completed the environmental review for its next-generation delivery vehicle program and was moving ahead with plans to start purchasing the new trucks. At least 10% of the delivery vehicles would be zero-emissions electric models, while the remainder would be powered by gasoline. In response, attorneys general from 16 states, including Michigan, the District of Columbia and several environmental groups sued the mail agency to block the original purchase plan or to force the Postal Service to buy more electric trucks. The agency later pledged to electrify at least 40% of its new delivery fleet. The authors of the new study say the main reasons their findings differ substantially from the USPS results are: the study includes greenhouse gases generated throughout a delivery vehicle's lifetime, including the mining and manufacturing of materials, vehicle assembly, vehicle operations and Study senior author Greg Kaelayan said the new findings suggest the Postal Service should be deploying electric delivery trucks at a rate much higher than 40%. The failure to do so exposes a lack of sustainability leadership by the agency, he said. Ultimately, the USPS decision about next-generation delivery vehicles was based more on cost than climate-altering greenhouse gas emissions, he said. However, the recently signed U.S. Inflation Reduction Act includes $3 billion to help the U.S. The additional funds will likely reduce cost-based objections to a fully electric postal delivery fleet. On top of that, the authors of the new study say the mail agency's estimate of a $3 billion cost savings for the ICEV scenario failed to account for the climate and public health damages associated with continued use of fossil fuel-powered vehicles. In addition to Woody and Kaalayan, the authors of the environmental science technology paper are Parth Vaishnav and Michael Craig of the Center for Sustainable Systems at the School for Environment and Sustainability. The work was supported by Ford Motor Company through a Ford University of Michigan Alliance Project Award, by the Responsible Battery Coalition and by the School for Environment and Sustainability. Environmental Science Technology, 2022, doi. 10.1021, AX. Est. 2CO2520 University of Michigan. Analysis challenges U.S. Postal Service Electric Vehicle Environmental Study. Science Daily. https://ift. tt. Phi 2 FNC. Accessed August 26, 2022. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.